ハロー、こんにちは。今はルナ、こんにちは。今はルナ、こんにちは。今はルナ、こんにちは。テスト、テスト。やばい。大丈夫かなほんと。ハロー。Hello, hello. Anyone home? Everything okay? はい。こんにちは。ルナなんで、はい。ルナです。ルナ、ここにルナいますよ。はい。テスト、テスト。ハロー。はいはい。はい。 はいはい。今はルナと思います。今から配信をまると思いますよ。ね。ちなみに英語も大丈夫なので、ぜひ、もしよかったらぜひ英語で喋ってもいいんですよ。喋ってもと言っても、その、チャットで文字をつけることになるんですが、でももしよかったらぜひコメントしてください。チャットで。はい。この後は、この配信後は、Twitch でゲームをやるので、もしよかったら、みんなは、みんなが、もしゲームがよかったら、ぜひ参加してください。では、実はね、今日の配信のことが、この、タイトルを配信するつもりなんで、ごめん、喉が痛い。いやいや、とりあえず今配信を始めますよ。すでに7分ですか。じゃあ、すぐに始めましょう。まずは音楽を減る。やばい。やばい。本当にやばい。これ、低すぎかな。ちょっとこれ、大きすぎ。はい。じゃあ、ここで。わけわかんないよね。じゃあ、ここでな。はい。じゃあ、皆さん、配信を始めますよ。アスモンゴールは、一度が、かなり好きとか、言えると思いますけど、でも、本当に、正確には確かにアスモンゴーに似てるんですけど、でも何か言いたいのかなわかんないですけど、でも今はまずこの配信を始めますしょうね。ちょっと待って。システム上を設定する。はい。じゃあ行きましょ
No longer subsidize the health care of foreign countries, which is what we were doing. We're subsidizing others' health care. Countries where they paid a small fraction of what for the same drug that what we pay many, many times more for.
Yep.
And we'll no longer tolerate profiteering and price gouging from Big Pharma. But again, it was really the countries that forced Big Pharma to do things that, frankly, I'm not sure they really felt comfortable doing. But they've gotten away with it, these countries. European Union has been brutal, brutal.
How do you know anything about this?
う。はい、それは確かにね、本当です。英語でに方がいいかな、それとも日本語で。とりあえずこの配信は、アスモン語を選ぶの言語は英語なので、では、私も英語かなと思う。もし、日本語しかわかんないの方からがいるなら、ぜひ教えてください。じゃあ、始めましょうね。はい。So, just now, right? Like President Trump actually mentioned about You know how brutal is other country, like they pay extremely low price in medicals? It's extremely not fair, to be honest. Even if, wait, even if, let's say I'm actually from another country, I also felt extremely unfair. This is like, I won't say it's just extremely unfair though, because it's actually like the entire thing about communist song, right? They are actually throughout the entire world. So, what do we need to do in order to solve the... I wonder. To solve the problem. Anyway, let's continue watching the video, then I think we will understand soon enough.
So the way that I'm able to predict what's going to happen is that I don't think about it with a goal in mind. The reason why a lot of people make mistakes in being able to predict outcomes and be able to kind of work like ahead of things is that they think about it from the perspective of what they want to happen rather than what they think will happen. And that's the confirmation bias, right? And I don't think like that as much. And so that's the reason why I think that I'm accurate with a lot of these things more often. And also, I think that I'm very good at understanding human behavior. How am I good at that? Because I played online video games for 20 years.
And I am too. I think I'm actually dumb as F because I actually forgot to turn on the volume of this and I have to repeat everything again. But anyway, to put it in a summary view, that is, Asmongold is not wrong, just that, and I also, but I would say that it's not really correct as well. To put it in a better ways, right? It will be like, yeah, just the person is just dumb as F right in the head. And in the past we did say that go back to school, but nowadays I just say, let's say, put it in a kind way, I just say that is that let's do some studying together, okay? Or to be honest, it's gonna hurt, but I'm sorry to say that, but that person is dumb as fuck. Oh, sorry. It just I just say it out loud, did I? So yes, so if you are not able to do your mathematics, let's say the Western world, because of what the public school is actually totally entirely retarded, that it's time to shut them all down. It's useless for the school, except for some of the private school, I suppose. So yes. So what do you think? I guess I'm sorry just now about the mute sound. Like really, Runa is really sorry. Like really sorry, alright? Anyway, let's continue on with the video because I actually have a next streaming session on Twitch, which is a gaming session. So if you like it, make sure to drop by and yeah, participate if you like.
I ran guilds for 15 years. I know how people think. That's it. Autism mind, yes. And that's it. And again, people can call me stupid. They can say I don't know what.
Let's say I don't think one really need to play games or run a guild for 15 years, but I guess in a way, Asmongold, there's his Asmongold ways of putting it, but to be honest, it's just brain issue, really. Brain issue or no. Let's say something wrong in the head issue. I would just say dumb as F.
I'm talking about. But at the end of the day, if you want to find out what's going to happen tomorrow, you should ask me. Because usually I'm right. I'm not always
Seriously, I don't think you are the only one that anyone could go to ask you. Yes, we could ask you for some. We could ask you, but technically it's not just you. Like seriously, in this entire world, there are tons of people that can ask. I thought the only reason I'm currently reacting to your Asmongold video is because for some reason I am not able to find this stream. This particular stream online, this topic. So I do not know. Maybe it's on Truth Social. Maybe because if it's on Truth Social, it's only accessible in the US. So yes. At any rate, this is the thing I'm looking for. So which is why I'm reacting to Asmongold video. But to be honest, no, you are not the only one anyone could go for. I mean, even with Runa, right? Runa is I actually didn't want to really mention it, but Runa actually like follow this kind of information a lot. Like we actually had to be, I don't think Runa have to actually mention it directly, but I believe all of us should know, right? Don't you think? To let me know. Right, let's continue.
right, but I'm right a lot more than most other people are.
Yes, true, you are right. More than most other people are. Actually, I just say about. I won't say you are 100% right, but usually it's around 90 to 95%. Well, because Runa is able to. I think the reason Asmongold is not able to follow as close is because of. Well, Asmongold is also how do I say, influencer, so got other work to do as well, such as streaming. So it's totally understandable.
And the drug companies actually told me stories. It was just brutal how they forced them. And
That's brutal. Anyway, do give me a moment.
European Union suing all our companies, Apple, Google, Meta.
It's
They're
happening tomorrow. I'm gonna play Doom tomorrow.
suing all of our companies. They end up, they have judges that are European Union centric, and they get rewarded 15 billion, 17 billion, 20 billion, and they use that to run their operation. Not going to happen any longer, that I can tell you. This group behind me, I mean, I think it's the best group ever assembled in terms of medical. I think you're going to see a tremendous cut. I don't think, I mean, I know you're going to see it in Medicaid and Medicare. That cut will be massive.
It's the Avengers, yeah.
50, 60% of the cost. So Medicaid costs are going down and Medicare costs are going down because of what we're doing today.
Actually, I've been wondering, why does people in the US need Medicare or Medicaid? I mean, like, can't you just go and visit the doctors and such on yourself? Why do you need Medicare and Medicaid? That one actually, like, it actually will cause the price to be quite unstable depending on the government's sector, so depending on the officials. So I don't think it's a really good idea if it's not like managed by the market instead. Or maybe, I guess people have become a bit too dumb. So because they become too dumb, right, I guess they do need Medicare and Medicaid for a while, which is I think like couple of years, if they actually get better with their dumbness instead of getting worse, that is. I seriously don't think Medicare and Medicaid is actually a good idea. So it's like you are paying for the insurance for nothing. Well, I definitely don't trust the one that's in US, but whatever. Let's continue.
And there's no, it's not like, oh, gee, well, maybe it won't happen. It's going to happen because the other countries have no choice. Now, the drug companies are going to have to say, listen, if you don't pay more, we're not going to give you the drug, and they're willing to do that. So that's
They
it.
should have named the pharma order after Luigi. The Mangione mandate. You have to admit, that would be fucking content. Yeah, that would be fucking, that would be cinema? Yes, it would be.
They have to,
Sounds great, yeah.
Mr. President, what is Mr. Price controls?
Say it.
How do you respond to the fact that this?
It's not price control, no. What was price control is before.
Yes, how do I say this? Price control. I wonder, price control. Price. Oh, okay. Sorry, just back, I'm checking my, let's say my phone actually. But anyway, it's true that price control is before, it's like for the eggs and such, which is produced locally. But what President Trump actually mentioned is that just now, like for example, if you're not going to pay us more money, we are not going to give you the drugs. Now there's actually the pharmaceutical company in US, which is a big pharma. At least I think that's the only one. I think, I'm not sure actually. So okay, fine then. We'll just look other way. You can close down if you are so much into your price hike that you want the money so much, then you can go and F yourself. Well, that's basically what he says.
If you want to talk about price control.
Yeah. Pretty much is, I did say it's pretty much what he says. Okay.
Is what they were doing. They were making us pay. They set a price, and they said, here's what we're going to pay, and anything else charge America. Because at that time they had a very stupid president, and it really went crazy during the last 4 years.
Stupid president, alright. Yes, I remember who is the stupid president. And it was since Obama, right? No, actually not since Obama, actually way before actually. Because even in World War II, right, it's won by Communist Democrat, the bad guys. They are the one that create the war. They are the one that create the war on purpose. Like today, they orchestra everything, forcing Germany into war and also Japan into war. So it's totally, the history that was told is to erase history. So all the history book that you learn, right, like from in your history book, what you learn, all of them 100%, not even a single percent or any pointers at all is the truth. Everything is fake. It's all of them are lies, and all of them right on the other side of the coin are all the truth. All of them are the truth. So everyone that's dead in World War II, it's because they are stupid. They choose to be stupid. They didn't do their own. They didn't find their own reason. Didn't understand why they go to war for. They just follow. That is the most stupid thing to do. Like fucking stupid. You're just dumb as air. Alright? So, like seriously, they really need to learn from their own lessons. Well, then again, they are dead now, so what to say about it? But the thing is, at this moment, whoever is alive need to be able to know why they go to war for. Not like in World War II, that's won by the bad guys, Communist Democrat. They create this war, force Japan to war, which I definitely am extremely angry about it, or rather, I will definitely fight back. Like, really, I don't care. Like, who the hell will just... If for me, right, literally, I will just destroy the entire country. Like, why just stop at Pearl Harbor? I won't stop. I'll just finish the entire war. I mean, it's the bad guys, right? And whoever is dumb enough, stupid enough to just follow the government, whatever the government says, are just as guilty. Because they didn't control their own community. It's their own community or their own government. Right? So what is the good reason that you do not know what is going on? It's your government, yet you do not know what is going on? You are telling me that, or you are not taking any action at all on taking your own action to do what is right for yourself. You know, not taking any action, not making a choice, you're also making a choice. So since you already made a choice, you deserve the retribution, and I will give whoever the challenge, anyone, the retribution or the price they deserve. If they are willing to kill, then so be it. even if they didn't make the choice, they just go with the group. And even if they are actually scared, fear is not an answer, because you are causing trouble to every single people in the entire world. So, no, you take no action and cause the entire war to happen. You deserve what's coming for you, including everything such as, let's say, rape, being killed, entire family got taken over, or being, like, let's say, lost their life. That's their own problem. It's like, because you are the one that choose the choice of not taking any action or choose to be dumb. That's your own problem. So, like, suck it up. It's just like nature. It's just animal kingdoms. What? There's no problem with that. Well, yeah, right. So when Thailand able to like fend them off, right, in World War II, it's like Thailand is saying, go fuck yourself. Sorry, wrong word. Go F yourself. That's what Thailand says to America in World War II before this. So it's actually a great news. Go F yourself. But anyway, this communist swamp is a threat, and everyone, whether you like politics or not, it's impossible for you to run away, really. You want to run away for what? You have to face it. If you run away, you are just going to get eaten up, and that's your choice. Whatever things that come on you because of your own decision, it's yours to gain, including rape and such, which is all the things that's happening in the Western world right now. It's what they ask for. Every single one, have been giving the warning for a long time. Even give the final answer about what is actually going to happen exactly. That's like probably after something happen, what is going to happen next, we warn it, and no action is taken. Now that's your own fault, and you also cause a lot of people around the world to lost their life with the bioweapon COVID made by Communist China. That's your fault, and distributed by Communist Ukraine. There's a trade route, which is why Russia actually go after them to prevent, let's say, to delay or to break the instance that will start World War III. Because this is just a show, it's like a blatant show. So if you don't take action, at least some action, then you are in the wrong. I won't say you have to take like serious action and like be responsible and take all kind of action entirely, because you are not the one that create it, or actually the one that orchestrating it, but at least take around 50% of it. With action at around from 60% to at least, I'd say around 45%. Okay, let's put it this way, 35% to 60%. At least take that much responsibility, or else why do you even want to get married for, or even a partner, or even have a child for? Because your child is going to be the one to suffer, and who is your child going to blame? Of course it's you. You didn't take any action. It's your fault. So yes. Anyway, let's continue. Yeah, but
And remember this, the Democrats are the ones that allowed this to happen. They were the ones that were the protector of this pricing system. And I think it's going to be very hard. You'll have to ask Democrats, are they going to vote against the one great, big, beautiful deal that's being negotiated now, tax cuts, et cetera, when now on top of the tax cuts and regulation cuts, all the things, now you're going to say that the price of your medicine is going down by 60, 70, 80%. You're going to vote against it? I think a lot of Democrats are going to.
Actually, give me one moment. I think there's something I need to adjust a bit. Just 5 seconds, alright? 5 seconds, 5 seconds. Hi, 5 seconds. 違いますね。やば。違います。はい、ダメです。はい。ダメです。はい。ダメでした。まあ。はい。OK、ダメでした。はい。Alright, let's continue on anyway.
Be forced to do something that their leaders are going to beg them not to.
This is one of the things that I was hoping that Trump would always do, because like I always one of the things that I had always hoped with Trump is that Trump just wouldn't give a fuck about anything, and he would just do this stuff for whatever reason. Because I thought that like no Republican and no Democrat would have ever done this, because they're.
Well, it's true, I guess. Well, who will actually do this even? Republican and Democrat, right, in the US, right? They're actually like completely infiltrated and they are already corrupted already. People who actually will take action, right, are those that, well, I think I will just say this: action is louder than words. So yeah, I guess something like that. Anyway, by the way, I'm actually like doing something else as well, so if you actually saw something weird, right, because I need to reply someone else in the chat. It's a different chat actually, so yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video.
Just bought and paid for. And I think Trump is also probably to a certain degree bought and paid for, but I don't trust any of the other ones to make it happen. I voted for this. Yeah, I mean, if I had known he was going to do this, I would have voted for him. I would have, like, I 100%. This might be the orangest that I've seen him in my whole life. No, it's not. I mean, this is in, like, maybe the top 10, but it's not. No, it's not. Did you vote for Kamala? No, of course not.
To do, and let's vote for the bill. I don't see how they can vote against it. How can they vote against it when drug prices, drugs and pharmaceuticals are going to be down 70, 80%? It's going to be very interesting.
Mr. President, what do you say to people who view that luxury jet as a personal gift to you? Why not leave it behind?
You're ABC fake news, right?
Why not?
Only ABC. Well, a few of you would. Let me tell you, you should be embarrassed asking that question. They're giving us a free jet. I could say, no, don't give us, I want to pay you $1 billion or 400 million or whatever it is. Or I could say, thank you very much. You know, there was an old golfer named Sam Snead. Did you ever hear of him? He won 82 tournaments. He was a great golfer. And he had a motto: when they give you a putt,
this is the one we saw earlier.
You say, thank you very much. You pick up your ball and you walk to the next hole. A lot of people are stupid. They say, no, I insist on putting it. Then they putt it, they miss it.
He said it. He said the word.
And their partner gets angry at him. You know what? Remember that, Sam Snead. When they give you a putt, you pick it up and you walk to the next hole and you say, thank you very much.
Respectfully, sir, as a businessman, some people may look at this and say, have you ever been given a gift worth millions of dollars and then not received anything?
It's not a gift to me, it's a gift to the Department of Defense. And you should know better, because you've been embarrassed enough, and so has your network. Your network is a disaster. ABC is a disaster. Here is the bill. Bobby, come on over here. Now you're talking about trees and trees.
Mr. President, a quick question about
my God.
Thank you very much.
Jesus Christ. Come on up, Poppy. Let's go. Oh wow. Do you think he just makes himself orange for the memes? I think that he just does. Sometimes he'll do random shit. Oh, they had Dr. Oz up there talking. Oh god. And I think that I don't know. ABC got roasted? Yeah, I guess so, right? He likes to be tan. It's not that hard. I guess so. The fencing with Acosta? No, I saw this, and I honestly...
Oops. Anyway, Trump over there is like, he's really cool, right? Like, calling out the fake news. This time he's actually a lot sharper, like directly to the point, which is a good thing. Or rather, it's a great thing actually. Like really, why even give a ass about them? It's like pointless, like waste of time. So it's like come on, it's time to move on, something like that. Well, let's continue on.
Honestly, I'm very happy about this. I'm massively happy about it. And I think this is something that should have happened a long time ago. So this is him talking about, wait, he's talking about Ozempic?
I mean, I'll tell you a story. A friend of mine who's a business.
Sorry. I didn't notice screen because I'm actually doing something else as well. At the same time as streaming, actually I'm doing a few things, so please forgive Runa a bit.
Man, very, very, very top guy. Most of you would have heard of him. A highly neurotic, brilliant businessman, seriously overweight, and he takes the fat shot drug.
Yeah, he is. You're right. He's very orange today.
And he called me up and he said, President, he calls me, he used to call me Donald, now he calls me President, so
Makes
that's
sense.
nice respect. But he's a rough guy, smart guy,
Yeah.
very successful, very rich. I wouldn't even know how we would know this, but because he's got comments. Said, President, could I ask you a question? What? I'm in London. And I just paid for this damn fat drug I take. I said, it's not working. He said, I just paid $88. And in New York, I pay $1,300. What the hell is going on? I mean, I'll tell you, drug I take. I said, it's not working.
Okay.
なんか、日本語ですか? Well, that's actually pretty funny actually in a way. Like, what do you think is the difference from $1,300 and $88? The difference is like how many percent is that? Let me see. I don't think I would like to calculate that because it's kind of a pain in the ass. Well, I wonder. Let's see. $88, right? Wow. You're kidding me? 1,100. This is really kidding. Oh no. Did I accidentally press something? Yes. Sorry. 何? これかな? Yes. Sorry, I locked my face up. Wait, what's that thing again? No, I've forgotten. I forgot the button. Sorry. Yes, finally, I am back. Hmm. Funny, but I forgot about the settings that I did. So anyway, the price right of actually, if we compare, is rise by 1144, which is, wow, that's a lot of percentage. It's kind of retarded, to be honest.
It's not working. Wow. Oh my god, I'm fat and this is funny. This is fucking hilarious. Oh my god, there was another one the other day. Let me see if I can find this one from a few days ago of like just some dumbass shit that he says. Let me see if I can find it.
If you don't, and the Democrats are fighting it only because they want to fight. They have Trump derangement syndrome. You know, if it was somebody else, they wouldn't fight. If you had a normal person, if you had some stiff sitting behind you, they'd be fine. But they have Trump derangement syndrome. You know, Senator Schumer's become a Palestinian. He's welcome. I don't know when they're going to give him the ceremony, whatever the ceremony may be. But it's terrible what's happened to the Democrats. So,
You know, do you understand what's the ceremony actually meant? He meant by human sacrifice, human sacrificial, whatever thing that you could actually think of. That is, how do I say? It's actually quite funny. But I guess I'm not very good at laughing in a way. なんか、本当に面白いですよ。まあ、とりあえず、let's continue on.
He just sitting there talking shit, bro, the whole time. Yes, what is going on? And anyway, yes, this is the content president. There we go. And yeah, wow, shouldn't make fun of the disabled. He was born without the part of the brain that filters what you think from what you can say. No, that's not true. I think that he does it on purpose because there were reports that Donald Trump is normal behind closed doors. Like, he's totally normal. And so this is just, no, and he goes out and then he just goes and does this shit. Yeah, he does this on purpose. Boss is on fire today. Oh, God. Yep, well, there we go. We'll watch one more of these. And as I said,
today, the United
just a
States
second,
will
let me pause it. I'm very happy about this outcome. I'm extremely happy. Curious about what good Trump has done so far. I mean, I think this is good right here. I mean, this is what we're talking about right now. I'm very positive about this. Israel bombed activist? Israel bombed something? Is that true?
So this pharmaceutical deal, I'm just going off the Truth Social posts. It says, it's a long one, but he says, I'm pleased to announce that today, the White House at 9 o'clock will be signing one of the most consequential executive orders ever. They'll be reducing pharmaceuticals by about 80%.
This is the Mangione mandate, boys.
Essentially, we are going to pay less than the country that's paying the least for pharmaceuticals from here on in. How does that work?
First of all, it cannot be overstated how big of a deal this executive order that President Trump will be signing in a couple of hours is for American families, and especially our seniors who have been ripped off by very large and rich pharmaceutical companies. The United States of America is less than 5% of the world's population, yet we purchase 75% of Big Pharma's profits. We pay an
Wow, there's a lot. Anyone actually wonder why is it so much? Actually, it's pretty common sense in a way. Because of the damage Communist Democrat have did. Actually, right, if you realize, right, you know about the COVID vaccine, it's actually damaging to the body. Actually, if you want, you can find this information around the world. A lot of them will try to hide it, but there are a lot of people that is already dead already. We're supposed to be alive, but are now dead. That because Communist Democrat was using the vaccine, they put something else inside it. It's not a vaccine anymore. It's something else. Literally, kills people. So I believe if you are not that dumb as fuck, or whoever is it, you did already realize the moment they took the COVID vaccine, which is the bioweapon of Communist China, you do realize that a lot of people got stupid in the brain, right? It's not that hard to figure out. It's actually very easy. So the effect is almost like, how do I say this? It's instantaneous. Well, it's not exactly instantaneous. I think it's probably the effect actually kicks in like after the second or third day after the vaccination. Could be the first day, or I'm not quite sure yet. But I am extremely sure that after at the very least, after 1 week, the effect kicks in, the person become extremely stupid. If you pay attention to it, you know. You know, right? And if you are asking why they want to make people stupid in the other part of the world, well, isn't the answer so simple? It's extremely simple if you are going to ask this. But if you are interested in it, do let me know, like post in a comment or such. I mean, this is like super common sense, right? Because Communist China are communists, and communists are always, you know, their brain. So they want to kill. Therefore, you have to decide what you want to do moving forward. I hate the vaccine. Seriously, that bioweapon. Like, F, man. That's a very big F. And who is the one going to forgive Communist China? No one, right? If you forgive Communist China, I mean, it's totally on you. No way, man. Communist China have to lose around 80 to 90% of their entire asset. Like, go back to what's in the 100 years before and start again. It's just payback. So whoever that, like, I'm sorry to say this, but you actually like try to have anything to do with Communist China, I guess you're on your own. Just that. I'm not saying the people are bad, but the people are bad in a way that they didn't control their own government. It's their own community. Well, if there are those that like married to other people overseas, then okay, fine then you are not. Make sure that you are not aligned with Communist China anymore. If you are, then you are just a Communist China troops or lab rat. Then you have to be dealt with. I'm sorry to say that. You have to be dealt with.
Astronomical amount in comparison to other countries around the world. So the president is signing
It's obviously bullshit.
executive order today
Obviously.
that is going to implement most favored nations drug pricing, and is going to reduce the cost of drugs in this country by more than half at least. America is going to pay a better rate and a fairer rate to the rest of the world. That's what the American people deserve. This is huge news. And also, I will add, we know that healthcare costs and drug prices were the #1 driver of Biden inflation. So not only are we bringing those down, but we are ending Biden inflation once and for all.
Man, even 50% is much more than we pay, but it's just the beginning. Yeah, I think so. I'm glad. Yep, Luigi won. Yep, bro. Yeah, what does Luigi think about all this? That's a good question. Yeah, somebody's got to get and see what, how he feels. And it's funny for me to see because, like, nobody's really... This is why they're talking about that airplane. The reason why they're talking so much about that airplane is because this is a one-sided thing. Everybody is on the same page with this shit. And so they've got to go and bring up some other bullshit that's got nothing to do with it in order to make it look like it's a problem.
They played themselves. Simple as that. You know, we've been following the decline of games media on.
Well, it's time for my next stream actually, for on Twitch. So I will be streaming this, which is about about the gaming industry and their, let's say, the development by, let's say, what's his name again? Legendary legendary drops. So yes, I will be streaming about this later on. So if you are interested, do drop by on YouTube stream. And I definitely am extremely interested about this topic, which he did a lot of research about. It's quite in depth, and this kind of information is not exactly easy to gain if one did not have the time to look into it. So yes, definitely something I would like to go into. So it will be on my next stream on YouTube, which is on, let's see, let's put it at 10 p.m. GMT +9, I think around that. So yeah, make sure you are subscribed if you are interested in it. Anyway, I think this is the end of the stream, alright? I'll see you again. Let's see. Yeah, I'll see you later. Until next time, guys. はい。So yes, I'll see you next time. I will be moving on to my next stream on Twitch. I'm a bit tired. Bye bye.